Just call it what it is it's a fucking Dookie Boy round. Fucking 5,000% of fucking Dookie Boy round. God damn, what do you need to see to fucking wake up? Does the shit paddle have to slap you right in your fucking face for you to snap out of your stupidity? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going fucking pirate mode today, baby. This actually my old work bandana. If you work in a kitchen and fucking you're bald and you ain't got hair to catch your sweat, it's gonna rain into your eyes all day. And yeah, I don't know why I put it on. I seen it in the closet. I was like, you know what? Put on my old fucking bandana, baby. I'll be in fucking. I'm definitely not in blood mode. I don't know if it works that way. I'm pretty sure blood stands for black leaders of our dimension. I'm definitely not a black guy. Maybe if you see me naked, you'd think I was a black guy, but I'm definitely not a black guy. But anyways, well, yeah, this reality is a simulation. That's the ultimate truth. Like everybody that's searching can stop the search, because what is the search from their perspective? If I'm Martin Liedtke, the search for truth from my perspective is, and I just use Martin as an example a lot of the times because to me, he's like the main. Well, in my opinion, I don't know if there was somebody before him when it came to Mud Flood. He's like the main fucking dude to me with Mud Flood, and everybody else followed him. But his search for truth could be in history and old buildings and this and then. And I'm like, I appreciate people like him. I'm not telling him not to walk his path or nothing like that. His path is programmed anyways. He's going to do, it's all scripted. That's kind of what I'm saying now. But look, what I'm saying is, the actual truth, when you accumulate all information in the realm, it doesn't lead to old buildings, old fucking areas, history, blah, blah, blah. You're never going to find the truth there. This simulation was booted up. That's why history doesn't make sense. That's why written human history only started a few hundred years ago. Like, what? We evolved from ape monkeys over billions of years, but our brains just switched over good enough like a couple hundred years ago to start writing shit down. And oh no, it goes back thousands of years. No, it doesn't. Not really. It's like, that's all just stories. It's all stories you're talking about. But actual, even if it does, even if it goes back 2,000 years, even if it goes back 5,000 years, our brains just got to the evolutionary point 5,000 years. No, we don't shift that quick, right? And if we are evolving, it's backwards. Humanity's getting dumber and weirder and creepier and stranger and more hormonally unbalanced and weird. And just humans are, just turn on the fucking TV if you want to see. Well, again, those are, I don't know, man. People have agendas and always want to project an image of humanity back on us to get us thinking that that's the norm, and it's not. The news actually only ever shows the most abnormal things. The most abnormal people have the biggest opinions. The pink-haired Nazi tribes out there, or whatever the fuck they're called nowadays, liberals, super liberals, creeps. But so this whole reality is a simulation. That's the actual truth. Now, you could get into the simulation. You could look at history. You could look at buildings. But it doesn't matter. The ultimate truth, if you're a truth seeker, is that this reality is a simulation. You could say, well, that's not the ultimate truth. But what are we then? If this is a simulation, and it is. It's been yelling it out to me my whole life. I just was either in denial or didn't want to see it. But there's a lot of things that prove this to be a simulated reality. It's not just shining lasers on the wall and literally seeing code in all surfaces. I mean, that's pretty blatant that it's a simulation, but the Mandela effect, weird synchronicities, times and life events lining up in a synchronistic pattern, seeing the same patterns as other people. These all scream out simulation. Everything, all of it, the whole reality. I always referred to this reality as if it's a simulation, what is it? Is it like a life simulator where, like, if I play a video game, I'm in control of that character. Now, the character is an avatar. It's an extension of me. It's like an arm. It's like an appendage of me. I'm the one in control of it. I'm the one that controls it. But it's just a character, a soulless character. And if this simulation is a life simulator, you don't really have control of the character. You become the character. Now, the only thing I'm confused about now is if we are spawned up in the simulation or if we are outside of the simulation and chose to be in it, like a Total Recall VR center. We walked in, hey, yeah, I'll have that experience. Or, it just happens in another way. In other words, we are somewhere else and we're just experiencing this reality external to us. Or we are of the reality, that sucks. I hope that's not true. I don't feel like I'm a part of this reality. I feel, well, anyways, it doesn't matter how I feel. Those are the only two things I'm confused about. Did we choose to be here? Some people would say we got forced here, tricked here, sucked in here some weird way. Maybe a technology. They trapped us. They wrapped us up in butterfly light nets and shocked our bellies with fucking lightning batons and all this shit. Like, okay. I don't know about all that. I know about my current existence and I don't like it. So and then actually human beings being conflicted all the time sort of backs up. Like, why are we always doing the work? Like, what does that mean? Why are you not content with who you actually are? Because you're a soul that's one way, plugged into an avatar that's another way. So you're conflicted. Your avatar's a horny, mouth breathing, drooling. I always use sex. I'm not like a hypersexual person. I'm not that sexual at all. But I use it as an example all the time because fucking and most humans could relate to that. But on this meat monkey drilling, I see a girl with a big booty, horny creature, and my soul doesn't even want that to be happening necessarily in that moment. But I'm plugged into the character. It don't matter what my soul wants. Well, it does matter, but that's what makes me conflicted. That's what conflicts me. That's what conflicts all humans because we're plugged into a character. Now, my character overall for me is pretty cool. Like, I'm cool with him. He's not that weird or creepy or unbalanced, or I think I lucked out. But there are some things about me that I think I disagree with, we could say. There are some things about me that I disagree with. But how does that work? Because if it's me, who the fuck am I disagreeing with? That's what I'm saying. Our souls are the real us, and they're just plugged into these characters. We think we have free will, but our reality is extremely scripted in every aspect of it. If you're experiencing angel numbers, I don't know what the synchronicities sort of seems like a simulated, scripted reality. How could life events line up and times line up? And I just notice always at the exact. It's just like impossible. It's scripted or simulated. The synchronicities between JFK and Lincoln are all point to a simulation. Astrology points to a simulated reality. Those personality trait things, INFJs or whatever, I can't remember. I'm the architect or something like that. I'm an aggressive INFJ or something like that. Not the architect, the painter or something like that. The builder. I took that little test that said I was a weirdo, like a rare. Like most of them aren't like me, but something I was reading it, but it was very similar to me. It was like exactly explaining me. It was exactly explaining me. One sec, guys. All right, my friends, we are back again. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, this is a simulated reality. Everything about it's simulated. It's been yelling it out to us with the synchronicities, the bizarre, just scripted nature of it all, the Mandela effect, astrology, people's personalities literally being predictable and scripted. And then the conflicted nature of the human avatar that feels like a soul that's one way plugged into a character that's another. And I know that's a weird way to look at it, but so I think that what we call narcissists are just soulless vessels. Like they're sort of like a human, like an animal type of human. Like they have a body and a mind, but no soul. Like they can think, they can do is pretty much anything intelligent wise as a normal human being. I guess you're a souled human being. Say like they can do math, they could work a desk job, they could be a firefighter, they could do things, but they're not really souled creatures. They don't have empathy. They don't feel anything that normal humans, souled humans feel. Uh, and that may even be the whole bloodline of Cain thing. Like that's just their way of explaining nasty fucking soulless people. But I think that we're in a realm where some humans aren't even what we would call a souled human. We refer to them as NPCs. Narcissists to me are NPCs. And your mother or father or both may be an NPC. I think an NPC can give birth to a real souled human. So some of your siblings may be NPCs. Like, I think I sort of lucked out. I don't think there's definitely some people in my family that are NPCs, but I sort of lucked out. I think the majority of the people in my family have souls. But I've met quite a few what I would call narcissists or what appear to be soulless vessels in my life. And they're good at stuff. Like they're not just these dumb, like they can hold down a very important job. They can, do well in life financially. They can, but they are just sort of like meat monkeys that don't have the soul thing that makes them conflicted. Like a meat monkey may go, oh, I'm a horny motherfucker. I want to grab this big booty girl's ass right now. And then I have that soul voice that's like, yeah, Chris, that might be a bad idea. We don't want to catch a fucking charge today. Like grabbing some girl's ass, that's like inappropriate. You might want to ask her a name first. I don't think they have that thing. They're just driven by their desires. Or they have a limited version of that thing. Like the voice, maybe it has one-liners. Like they can't think consciously deeply. They could have one-liners. So like, that will put me in jail. No, I'm not going to do that. And but I think they really give into their meat monkey desire. And it's not even that they give into those desires. It's that those desires is all that meat monkey is. They behave like a soulless vessel. What most people call narcissists or whatever. They behave like they don't have a soul. They don't have a care about anything but their own survival. That's just like an animal. How does it say? It's like plants have a body, animals have a body and a mind, and then humans have a mind, a body, and a consciousness. They just have a mind and a body, no consciousness or soul. They're just like an animal, but in human form. Again, they can be just as intelligent. I actually believe what I'm saying. I think there are projections in this simulation that appear to be human, or what we could say appear to be the same as us, but are not. What we call narcissists may even be, or evil, nasty people, may even be something not human. It could potentially be like, I don't know about lizard people. I mean, whatever. I don't think that they're lizard. I think what people start seeing are demons or something. I don't know if they're lizards, man. Because I'm pretty sure I seen one time and it looked like a demon. I mean, it could have been mistaken. You could say it was lizard-like. I guess you could say it was lizard-like, but it was more like a fucking demon or just something evil as fuck. Evil looking. But anyways, it could be reptile people that just can take the form of a human, and then they're so different to us, we label them as narcissistic. That could be something that's happening. Again, this is crazy talk, but of course, one sec, guys. But back to what I was saying. Hopefully I don't get interrupted again. Yeah, this place is a simulation. It's obvious. Even our existence is simulated. We are a soul that's plugged into a character that's not actually us. And that's why most humans are conflicted. The Mandela effect, just the scripted nature of reality, the way it should have never ended up this way. That's like, it doesn't make sense. It's not statistically possible that a small handful of weirdos that put their hands in their pockets took over humanity. Like all that statistically is impossible on every level. They're like a ghost that exists that's untouchable. It's like, nah. Oh, it's just a secret society. No, it's like they're the Archons and demons that are controlling this simulation, and that's why they seem untouchable. They're the Archons and demons happening real time in our prison system. When you see politicians and they put on a smile and they sell you some nice clothes and give you a decent paycheck, so you have this illusion of not being in a fucking slave system, they're demons playing their archonic role of controlling humanity, happening real time in our current environment, and nobody seems to be able to do anything about it. How does a ghost exist like that? If there was a cocaine lord somewhere in Colombia that was just getting out of hand, they could send in a drone and laser beam the dude dead in 10 seconds, and it would be like he never existed. They could actually delete him from history if they wanted to. So how does this group of psychopaths end up in control all the time and nobody can catch them or bust them? Or their money trails are all obvious. It's all observable by the same people that would be an investigator. If they were investigating a criminal, they could go figure all this shit out, see how these people are connected to evil all over the world. Evil all over the world, drug trafficking, gun trafficking, human trafficking. These people are literally demonic, evil, fucking mafioso, psychotic, bizarre, creepy, maybe not even human type entities, totally shitting on and destroying humanity, and nobody has the power to affect them. They're like a ghost. They are the unseen force. They are the fucking matrix happening real time. They are the simulation, staying the way the simulation is supposed to stay. Keeping it that way. That's their job. If you delete them, they will be replaced. That they are a part of the simulation. This is the way the simulation is going to simulate. It's obviously simulated and scripted. It's been yelling it out to all of us for a long time now. This place is scripted as fuck. It's a fucking simulation. I don't know how many more times I can say that, how many more times I can repeat that. It's obvious. It's obvious. Even your behavior was dictated by your upbringing. Like, you didn't even get to choose the character that you became. You were forced into that family, into that environment, into that situation, into that body, into that whatever. And it molded who you are now. Matter of fact, when you become conscious and realize you are not this body, you are not this character, you see it as a scripted character that you created. So we, by nature, are scriptable creatures. Again, yells out, simulation, simulation, simulation. Are we trapped in some sort of bizarre simulation? Are we of the simulation? Is the simulation sentient and it's trying to communicate that to us in some way, that you are in a simulation? What is that? Is that Lucifer? Is that what is considered Lucifer in the Bible? Like the one that tells people the real scary truth about reality? Like, dude, your God may actually be evil. What? How? Well, look what he's doing. Look around, motherfucker. What reality do you think you're in? Some people could say Lucifer was evil. Some people, you could actually argue Lucifer was the good guy. If he was saying, yo, this place is hell and you're in a fucking hell realm. And oh no, that's not what Lucifer said. What did he say? He told them that they could be like God. Why is that? First off, why is that bad news? Why would God get mad about Lucifer telling them that? Why would that upset him? Why is that like an ultimate don't say it type of thing? And what is being a god? Oh, it could make you where you have control over others? Is that what he was saying? What does he mean by that? Does he mean like the power to create realities with your mind? What did he mean by that? You could be like, you are like gods. And what's weird is Jesus said the same thing to humans. He said the same thing Lucifer said. But they weren't buddies, right? Because Lucifer tempted him and he told Lucifer to go fuck himself. So, one big drama story written by two fucking retards. This is what the good God did. Well, this is what the bad guy did, Dan. Well, this is what the good guy did. Shut the fuck up. We're subjected to a hell realm. You guys want to talk about cartoon stories? I'm talking about the fucking cartoon stories, for Christ's sakes. I'm the one that brought this stupid shit up. Sorry, guys. I'm still an ex-Christian that's fucking still sort of brainwashed by that old stupid. And that's what I mean. Like the human, I see the whole religion as a total scripted mind control program to control, create conflict, division, separation. And even I'm still affected by it. It's like, man, do I not have control over my own mind? I'm plugged into an avatar that wants to be one way that I'm not always satisfied with. So again, I don't know. So that's kind of proof that we are a soul that's plugged into a simulation. That's kind of proof for that, right? Because if this thing isn't me, then I must be plugged into it. If you're sitting in your room talking to yourself, who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? You're either the soul talking to the avatar, or you're the avatar talking to the soul. But you are two different entities, sort of, in one, happening simultaneously. Yeah. You're the wife that wants to love her husband but can't. You're the child that wants to be a good kid but can't. You're the conflicted human. You're the conflicted human. What's wrong with me? Oh, I'm lazy, or I'm tired. I can't find motivation. And what? Who's saying that? And if it's you that cares about that, why don't you do it? Because that's not what the avatar wants to do that day. They are conflicted by being a soul that wants them to behave one way and an avatar. I'm sure I've nailed that. I hope I don't have to repeat things that many times. I just sometimes I feel like I don't communicate things properly, so I have to say them over and over again. But I sometimes well, Chris, you said it the same way now like 4 times. Like, I think they get the point. You guys get the point. That kind of lends credence to this is a type of external simulation to what I am, because I feel alien to the body, the avatar, the existence. You know what I'm saying? So that tells me I'm plugged into said simulation. That doesn't tell me if I chose to be plugged into it. That still leaves the avenue open of, because I don't like this place, so it still leaves the avenue open of, I was forced into this place, or tricked into this place, or sucked into this place with a technology like a vacuum, like the fucking space balls, fucking woo, fucking sucked gravity beam, just sucking me in. I don't know. I'll tell you what I do know for sure. And it's not all spiritual and flowery and cartoony in the mind. It's like very physical and dense. My father ejaculated into my mom. And then what I'm calling a soul is the accumulation of the meat monkey that climbed out of her vagina. That's what I do know. It sounds very low, basic, and simple, but that is actual physical reality. You could say human consciousness is evolving, or you could argue that human consciousness is going crazy. Everybody's living in delusion, if you want to go back to reality number 1, but physical number 1, I don't know what to call it. I just call it the most basic. That's what I always called it. Physical number 1, just like base reality, where you have to get up and eat and shit and wipe your ass and not have a conscious thought, just the meat monkey reality. Oh, I need to go get, our distiller took a shit. I need to go get some more distilled water so I can make some more coffee. But anyways, back in the Dookie Boy realm again. But yeah, it doesn't matter because it's all simulation. And your reality's scripted and simulated, and your personal experience is scripted and simulated, and that's what's happening. So it's almost a sort of like, just kick back and enjoy the shit show. And it's hard for me to say that because of who I am and what I'm aware of. It's very difficult to enjoy a place like this, Chris. Yeah, I know. But I didn't say it was a good shit show. I said it was a shit show. So kick back and enjoy the shit show of scripted reality controlled by some sort of demonic entity that feeds off human suffering and watching people's whole fucking families and fucking lives be burnt in front of them. Where the little unfortunate human avatar subjected thing is just constantly subjected to nastiness because some sort of entity that's above it has power over it to make its life miserable and guarantee its life to be miserable, and sort of masturbate to its life being miserable like some creep. The god of this realm or the simulation, whatever, is a fucking weirdo. Like when he's building his Sim City, if he says, I want my new smart city to be here. It don't even matter if there's humans living there. He highlights the whole area and pushes the torch button. He sees all the little humans like, one death, two deaths. And he watches the death toll. Ding, 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 ding. He's like, ooh, my smart city's going to be so pretty. That's the god of this reality. You say, oh, God, that's an extreme. But like, that's what we're actually subjected to. That's what human beings are forcefully subjected to. And it's observable. I'm not making it up. That's what happens to us. People's whole lives get pulled away in the fucking water when a hurricane decides to show up. People's life, like, we're in Sim City. This guy enjoys building cities. That's the gamer of this game. He enjoys building cities and stuff. That's his whole life's work, is building cities. But he likes building cities, and he don't give a fuck what he's got to do to the little human pawn things he highlights to do little tasks in his sim game. He don't give a fuck if he's got to set them all on fire to build his city. That's what he'll do. Hey, if there's a god of this reality and it actually has power, it's demonic and evil and doesn't care about humans and subjects us to hell for its agenda or goals or whatever the fuck's going on here. And it's not a learning school for us. Because what did you learn? I learned how to play the piano. I learned how to forgive people. Ooh, you learned some shit you should have learned by 10. Congratulations, retarded soul. Like, what did you learn in the Dookie Boy realm? I'm a truth seeker. I'm in a constant state of trying to learn about the Dookie Boy realm. And I've come to the conclusion that it's a simulation. That it didn't even matter to begin with. In one argument, you could argue no, it does matter. It is real reality. Just real reality is computational in its nature. That's one argument. And that probably is the better argument to take if you're trying to stay in a positive mind state. But to me, it sort of loses its value when I find out it's all simulated and scripted anyways. Then what the fuck am I even caring about anything for? What am I caring about anything for? If it's all going to happen this way anyways, what am I caring about anything for? Like, what I think is so important was being a truther and getting on YouTube and spreading the truth was all just a part of the script anyways. I can't behave outside of my script. Well, no, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. That makes people powerless. Like, no, you can behave outside of your script, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult. If you go on autopilot, which most humans do, you become a part of the script again. And most humans do that because they're tired, they're exhausted, they've been working all week, they've been taking care of their kids, they've been going shopping on their days off. Everybody's exhausted and drained by this energy drain, fucked up matrix system. Everybody's too drained and tired and exhausted and worked and just burnt out from reality to even have the time to think about these types of thoughts, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm fortunate in many ways. I've had a lot of free time on my hands, and I'm unfortunate in many other ways, but I do see my blessings in life. Be less ings. So stupid, dude. The word wizardry. Like, what is the god of this reality? Like some childish ass fucking like 12-year-old? Good morning. Oh, that's so funny. Hello. Like, what is he, like some drooling ass fucking like? Anyways, just if there is a god, there is a, I don't know if we could call it a god. There's an entity of this reality. We'll say that. There's an entity of this, and you can call him the Archon and take the blame off God because your mind is too weak to deal with the fact that God could be so evil. But you can say the entity that has power over this realm. Instead of calling it God, we'll call it that. The entity that has power over this realm is demonic and evil and feeds off human suffering. And maybe it doesn't even feed off human. It seems like it feeds off human because we suffer a lot more than we have to. It's like ridiculous the amount of suffering humans go through. But you could say even take it a step, well, either further or behind, I don't know, but and say it doesn't even feed off the suffering. It just don't give a fuck that we suffer. It's indifferent. It don't care. Which is just as evil as the other way, to be honest with you. But either way, this is the observable part. This leaves mental delusion and happy stories. Either way, the human avatar meat monkey thing is subjected to a reality it doesn't like and it doesn't want, and it suffers in its existence all the time. Not just physical ailments like bad bodies, bad genetics, bad looks, bad whatever, but mental bombardments, like constantly being forced into situations we don't want to deal with, school, work, bad parenting, fucking bad teachering, bad every fucking thinging. Just dude, it's this whole reality is a piece of shit, to be honest with you. Like, even if it isn't a simulation and it is all real, it's still a fucking piece of shit. It's still a fucking piece of shit. It's fucking constant fucking war, fucking misery fucking state, dude. It's just it's still a fucking piece of shit. It's still a fucking piece of shit if it's not simulated. Give me one sec, guys. All right, guys, back. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about. I've already kind of stated what I want to say. But don't let none of these fake ass people fool you. This is just some stupid ass reality shit. So I'm getting into the simulation here. Everybody's a fucking phony, a liar, a fake, a pretender, a fucking narcissist that really cares about themselves. And if you're a well-trained little good human boy to have morals and stuff, you're going to find yourself being let down by other people constantly. Almost to have morals in this reality is just a constant letdown because most people don't have them. Like, let's be honest, like, most people don't have them anymore. Most people don't give a fuck about anybody but their own self. And you get the rare gem here or there, like the actual good-hearted human that actually cares, that wants to make a difference, that wants to make a change. And it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I see even like the same dumb human thing in what I would call the truth community, which I would think would be some of the most conscious people in this realm. And I still see the human thing doing its thing. And people could say that I'm also guilty. Like, I curse a lot. And to me, bro, we grew up in a different world. In my family, cursing was completely normal. It was something we did. It was just a form of communication, to be honest with you. It wasn't such a big deal, but somebody could look at me and argue that that's very low level, like to curse. And it's just like, doesn't even matter to me. Why does that matter? But anyways, it's like, did you get the message? Like, people will focus on the way you deliver your message as if that's important. It's like, if the president got on national television with his back turned towards the camera and said, aliens are real, this is a simulation, they're the ones in control of it, would you care that his back was towards you, or would you listen to the message? Would you say, why is his back towards us? Like, who cares? Did you hear what he said? Like, why do people focus on semantics? It's like just another way to create division. Like, you don't talk the way that I'm okay with you talking. It's like, okay, cool story, bro. Like, what the fuck? Well, anyway, like, and in a realm where you don't have to watch or listen or follow anybody you don't want to. You don't have to watch anything you don't want to. Like, this is something else I want to point out too, guys. Like, a lot of these nasty comments or whatever, I don't think they're real people. Like, these comments that either they're belligerent, they make no sense, they're just pointing out something to be nasty about, they're just being negative, just negative comments. I don't even think they're humans. I don't think they're humans. I guarantee you, if you only had to comment and you could only leave comments on public domains like YouTube or Twitter or whatever. And the only way you could leave a comment was if you said it with your real name and your address next to your comment. I guarantee you all these comments would go away overnight. All these nasty people would disappear overnight. You wouldn't see another nasty comment forever. Forever and ever. Because when you, either they are AI, I've seen the cell phone rooms. They'll have like 10,000 cell phones in one room, all hooked up to this one giant server, like leaving retarded comments everywhere. But like, so it actually exists. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you can't prove it by reading the comment. You could say, oh, this dude's belligerent. This dude doesn't make sense. This shit's out of place. This shit's silly. This shit's just aggressive and mean, or it's attacking. But you can't prove that it's negative. If everybody had to comment like with their real name and address, you wouldn't see another comment for as long as you lived saying something nasty. Maybe there'd be some aggressive type, like street dude somewhere. It's like, yo, fuck this dude. I want him to come to my address. I'll beat his ass type of dude. I may even be that guy on some days, but just like, I wish a motherfucker would come and try. Go ahead. What was that comment? What you? Oh, you're in Florida too. I'll see you in a minute, motherfucker. It would be. I mean, I sort of wish that would happen on some days, but like, let's be real. Let's be real. Oh, you can only be that. So you're a telephone tough guy. Oh, I see the way this works. I see the way it works. You're pathetic. Oh. Somebody that leaves a nasty comment at the base level's pathetic anyways. It's not even, I don't know why it matters to the meat monkey thing that I am, but it does. It gets mad when people say mean things. Like, bro, first off, they may not even be real people. And if they are real people, they're actually pathetic. But who gives a fuck what they say? It's literally like, why even take their words serious? But I see a lot of it. I mean, that's the majority of what I see, just hateful nastiness. That's all I see. That's all people focus on. That's all people want to talk about. It's, man, well, why are you people so, okay, I get it. We're in a realm that sucks and we're all looking for the truth and we see that we're being deceived and blah, blah, blah. Why are y'all being so nasty about everything? You could say the environment kind of explains the nasty behavior, but man, that's still that's not cool. It ain't okay to go around being nasty and mean to people. I'm saying that from the perspective that I have. It still ain't cool. And I don't think that most of you people out there, I'm not talking to anybody specific watching, but I don't get too many nasty comments. Maybe one here or there, but I don't see you all leaving those comments in the circumstances I explained. I don't think you people would leave those comments in person. I don't think people that leave nasty comments, I guarantee you if they ran into me in person, they would shake my hand and hope that I didn't find out that they were the one that left that comment. I guarantee it. And not just me, I'm talking about people that leave the same comments on Quantum of Conscious or on any of the other channels I always am subscribed to, I'll say. Any of the channels I'm subscribed to. People that leave nasty comments, I guarantee if they were sitting there with Matt, if they were sitting there with Otto, or they were sitting there with Martin or whoever, or Eric, they wouldn't say anything nasty. They wouldn't say anything nasty. So, fuck them. Nasty people are pathetic. Most of them don't even have the balls to be nasty to you in person. But okay, let's get off nasty people. I don't give a fuck about these demons. Like they're just bottom feeders to create loosh. But why was that brought up? Why did I bring up? Why was I talking about nasty people? I actually lost my train of thought. I can't remember what the fuck I was even talking about. But anyways, yeah, this is a simulation. It's all simulated, and there's nothing we can do about it. We're forced into it every day. If there is some sort of consciousness ascension or way to get out, where humans have to meditate for 16 fucking hours a day every day, that's just not practical. Then you could say we're too far gone, or we're too far into the matrix now. It's too people can't afford to retire and just meditate all day. Or practice the quit drinking coffee and practice lucid dreaming and astral projection every single night. Like, people just, all we do is give effort in this reality and it goes nowhere. All people do is struggle and work and still have nothing to show for it. Like, this reality's a shithole. We're going to fight to make it better. It's like, dude, this place is contaminated. This place is a shitty simulation that's programmed to be that way. It's like, you can't, if you gave every single character inside Grand Theft Auto sentience, every one of them, like the paramedic, the garbage men, even the dogs and the cats, started acting more like real dogs and cats, will say. You gave them all sentience. It doesn't matter. They're still in that game. They still only have access to A, which makes them jump, B, which makes them punch. Like, you gave them sentience. You didn't program into the simulation their way to escape out of it. So, by giving sentience to a creation, you create a slave. For you to be a savior in any capacity, you must, there's one of the magical pops, you must first create a victim. If you wanted to be the savior of humanity as God, you had to first create a humanity that was a victim to its own scenario. You're a demon by wanting to be the savior if you're the creator doing all this. By giving consciousness to mind and body, you created slaves. God created us, or the simulation created us, and made us self-aware. By the very nature of said thing, created souls that are trapped, a soul trap, or a soul slave system. What if the soul doesn't want to be in its God's creation? Does its say-so not matter? Then the soul is a slave. There is no such thing as free will. There is no such thing as free will. Only what we are subjected to. And it sucks. It's a hell realm. It's a suffering pit. You're going to watch the people you love die and suffer. You're going to eventually die and suffer yourself. There's no way around it. You're going to live with ailments, physical and mental. You're going to struggle and suffer for your whole life, unless you're some sort of wealthy family, trust fund baby, guy that figured out how to work the system well, stock trader or something like that. And even so, money does not guarantee happiness in the Dookie Boy realm. It just makes your suffering pit a little bit more comfortable. You'll have access to better medical attention, you could say, better whatever, living environments, a more comfortable bed, a better, sharper TV, and a faster car, maybe. A more high-quality gold digger. I have billions, though. You're still only in the hundreds of millions, Dale. When you get into the billions, you can afford a wife like this one. I'm sorry. Humanity's weird, dude. Humanity's like a bunch of fucking high schoolers stuck in like show-off mode, and they'll subject humans to a slave system to have their moments of feeling cool and important through materialism. It's disgusting, bro. Humans are low level. They're low level creatures. It's disgusting. I should put on some of that funky ass boom 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 fucking pan music, bro. Put a mood, put a little mood in this raggedy ass fucked up video. This pirate ass looking fucking shit, bro. Fuck this little pirate hat. and fuck everybody that's got a problem with me. You can kiss my Greek ass right up the middle like this. Put your tongue out when you kiss my ass. I'm gonna spread cheeks and all, bitch. Get up in there and get you some. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. There still is. I'm talking shit about humanity being like retards, and then I show the retarded 13-year-old that's stuck inside of me. Well, at least mine makes people laugh. It doesn't make people suffer, right? Like, if you're still also slightly immature, if you still got that crazy fucking 13-year-old inside of you that still laughs when, like, you know, somebody farts or something stupid happens. I don't want that part of me to die completely. This realm makes you numb. It takes away your innocence and like strips you of your humanity, your kindness, your sweetness. It takes all that away from you. This realm. It's more of a prison. This realm's like a prison. It's a bad creation. If I was God and I created it, I would have made the human body not need to eat, sleep, shit, drink, fucking water. It wouldn't start stinking. It would just be made of an indestructible material. So it could have its experience, learn what it wants, enjoy doing what it enjoys doing. It can live as long as it wants. It's never has to go to a job and struggle and sweat to make other people rich so that it can barely scrape by because, well, it doesn't need to eat. So it can't be trapped in the food slave system. It doesn't need to drink water. It can't be trapped in the water slave system. It doesn't need a place to sleep because the environment isn't full of nastiness. Like, you could fall asleep on your front yard outside in the sun and wake up not cooked by the environment, not bitten and tortured by the environment with fucking mosquitoes and ticks and fleas and everything else that jumps on you and bites the fuck out of you and makes you miserable. You wouldn't be tortured by your environment. So I would have created, I don't know, maybe I'm a weird god. Maybe I would be a totally weird god. I think I would be a normal god, and the one that we're existing with is sadistic and weird, but that's my opinion. I would have created the environment where it was comfortable. You wouldn't have to struggle to live in it. You could literally sit outside forever and never catch a sunburn, never get bit by some poisonous shit, never have to deal with a snake or a fucking whatever. I'm in Florida, so it's mosquitoes, snakes, and fucking alligators, and you know, moccasins, man. A lot of these snakes are poisonous. Coral snakes, man. There's like a lot of poisonous shit around here. I can't just walk around comfortably all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be cautious. What kind of environment is that? Is God a sadistic weirdo? Why does he want me in fear or dead? Why does he want to poison me with a poisonous snake bite or me to be in fear of that happening? What is wrong with God? Why would you create an uncomfortable environment for us? What happened to this motherfucker's mind that made him so corrupted and disgusting to create such an environment like this? He is fucked up. God is the one that's sadistic and evil and fucked up. And like, we're just in the mind of a corrupted God, a weird, not so happy, kind God. He's evil and fucking weird and subjects people to nastiness for no reason. It's observable. What I'm saying is observable, for Christ's sakes. You have to go into delusion to disagree with me. You have to go into delusion to disagree with me. And I'm just saying, God, the simulation starter, architect, I don't know what to call it. These are just words that were handed to me so I could try to fucking communicate my fucking position. But, yeah. I would have created an environment that was nice, an avatar that wasn't constantly subjected to struggle. There would be human gatherings. There wouldn't be such thing as a school. You could learn stuff from other humans at the gatherings. What do you do at gatherings? I don't know. Listen to music, dance, enjoy food. Well, Chris, I don't want to shit. I didn't say you had to shit. I'm the God of the creation. So I would make it where you could enjoy food and you could eat as much of it as you want, and you would never leave your fit form. I wouldn't create a realm where everything that tastes good and feels good and stuff I want but makes me fucking bloated, fat, zero nutritional density. Just like, I would make, you could say, sugar and donuts the healthiest food you could eat. It would be nutrition dense. If I created the realm, yeah, we would all be eating, dancing, listening to music, teaching each other things. Uh, some of us would, at the gathering, be attracted to the person playing the piano. And that's where our butt ends up because that's how our soul is energetically attracted. I'm sort of attracted to this music stuff over here. I want to learn how to play the piano. Well, come over here, boy. That's what we do in this area. We play pianos. That's what humanity would be. We would enjoy each other's company and learn from each other and grow and discuss philosophies. And but the best that this god could create was the current matrix slave system, perpetual nastiness system. What a weirdo. My little peon creation mind could almost instantly, a 10-year-old could have came up with the shit I just said. That wasn't complicated. That shit I was talking about when I was 10. I would have did this if I was God. I would have did that. It's like to take somebody smart. You could see how fucked up this place. A little kid could see how fucked up this place is. For Christ's sakes. I would have made it where we didn't die. I would have made it where we didn't age. I would have made it where watching my loved ones wither and die and fucking fall apart was not a part of the reality. That would never happen. I would never subject you to that. If I create a place for you, I wouldn't do that to you unless I'm a nasty fucking weirdo. Or you're a nasty fucking weirdo and you actually wanted to be in a realm like that, which is I just don't see that. For me personally, I can't speak for me, but I just don't see that. I feel like I'm the antithesis of this realm. I do not know why I would have ever played. The same way I wouldn't go and hang out in that alley, I would not come to this reality. I tend to do things that are good for me. I don't know, I'm kind of natured that way to like do what's good for me too. Not always for other people, but sometimes for, yeah, like to look out for me. I wouldn't have come to a place like this. For what? Now, if it was, oh, Chris, you're just a good angel soul and you were sent there on a mission to wake souls up, why can't I remember that though? Why do I have amnesia of that? I'm sick of being sold somebody else's fucking cartoon story. Don't tell me that like to try to get me to just like brainwash. Like, no, I should know that then if that's what's going on. The voice of God should whisper to me, hey, Chris, you're on a fucking mission to do this. Do it, please. That's your purpose. And at this point, I wouldn't trust it because of all the bizarre technologies that are at hand. At this point, if I heard some voice to skull technology, I wouldn't listen to it. I'd be like, fuck you, you ain't God. I'd start demanding things of it. Then move that keyboard. Actually, they could probably do that with all the microbots and chemtrail dust that they've sprayed everywhere that's controllable with magnetics. They could probably like literally like rip trees out of the fucking ground with microbots and throw them across the air or something. But actually, at this point, in this reality, I don't know what's real or what they, if there is a they, there's definitely a they. They're untouchable ghost type creatures that run the matrix. That's their job. But I don't know what they have access to technologically in the physical realm. How much the demonic spirit has leaked into the physical realm. I don't know how much of it, how bad it is. I see what they do with drones and all that, and that's pretty devastating. I mean, I've seen what they've done with directed energy weapons or laser beam weapons. I've seen what they've done to whole fucking neighborhoods. And Chris, you can't prove it. Oh, I don't know. Every single blue house and umbrella and blue fucking car and blue fucking anything all just are a magic color. Is that what you're telling me? That there wasn't some sort of technology used where that light for some reason misdirects its attack and stops it from burning? You can replicate this. You can replicate what I'm saying on colored cloth with a high powered laser. Every colored cloth will burn, the blue won't. The blue sort of misdirects the energy somehow. No, that's just the way it happened, Chris. This fire magically fucking carved through this exact city and skipped all the blue houses and melted fucking car rims down to a liquid state. Jet fuel don't even get that hot. Jet fucking exhausts are aluminum. It would melt the plane itself. Wouldn't it? Am I wrong about that? How the fuck do you melt a car down to liquefied form with a fucking forest fire? A house fire or whatever fire. Anyways, no, there's There's no technology being used. Okay, okay. I think the whole realm is technology being used, but it seems like in the physical they are limited, but maybe that's just another deception, just another way to make us feel like no, we still are in control, we still have some sort of power. It's a hope thing. Maybe they do truly just have full control in every aspect, like to the point that they could make you go and jump off a fucking bridge if they wanted. The Matrix is so powerful, it could do that to you if it wanted to. Maybe it really is some shit like that. I don't know. But anyways, it's a Dookie Boy realm that I'm not a fan of. At the end of the day, it's a simulation. It's a this. It was created by a demonic god. It was a fucking whatever. It's an experience that ain't worth having. People are low level. They still worship celebrities and stuff like that. It's just disgusting. It's like, ugh. I feel like I'm a part of a circus at this point. Consciously, I feel like I'm a part of a circus show. This reality is a circus. It's a joke. It's literally a joke to laugh at. And guys, if I ripped your soul out of your body and gave you flashes of Earth reality, and it was like this pink-haired fucking man demanding to be called ma'am, and it was this degenerate laughing about a war that he started, and it was another flash about this evil doctor that's secretly poisoning little babies because he's weirder, and I showed you just humanity. Oh God, I actually, man, that the visual imagery, man, that shit made me sick to my stomach, to be honest with you. I hate this reality. It's just disgusting. Who would come here? Who would come here and want to experience this unless they were themselves some sort of sadistic, weird creep? This place takes your innocence. It destroys your innocent essence. It makes you a sort of resentful, hateful, nasty, mean person. You say, oh, that's your fault, Chris. Like, I didn't choose to be subjected to the hell realm that does that to us, though. I didn't choose that. I'm subjected to it, and I'm reacting to it. It's not, how's it my fault? It's not the fault of the demons doing it to all of us. It's my fault. I haven't found peace yet. Find peace in your fucking demonic, tyrannical slave system. That's a weird place to find peace. That's a bizarre place to find peace. And you say, well, Chris, if you were in a peaceful state, you wouldn't have to find peace. Yeah, I would prefer that. I wouldn't want to exist in a realm where I'm constantly conflicted because I don't have what I want. I just want peace, and then I'm put into a chaos realm. All that does is create conflict inside of me. So the experience as the experiencer is whack and corny and dumb. But I could go find a big booty girl and put my cack inside her vagina, and oh, life's so good. And I'll moan and drool and mouth breathe like a little dumb monkey. Just fucking fuck this. I don't know. This reality's stupid. Maybe I'll tell you guys what I'll do, bro. I'll get hella money and I'll drive a fucking car. That's cool, a cool car down the road. I'll grow my hair back in, even though my hairline probably sucks at this point. I haven't seen my hairline since I've been bald since I was 17. I started shaving my head at 17, so pretty sure it ain't that good no more, but I'll grow my hair in so I can, in my convertible fucking whatever, cool car, my Ferrari or Lamborghini, I'll make sure it's convertible, and I'll have my hair blowing in the wind, and I'll have on sunglasses, and I'll have my lips puckered, and I'll be bobbing my head to whatever I'm listening to. And I'll feel cool, bro. Yeah. Everybody around me wishes they were this cool. Everybody around me wishes they had a car like mine. The human condition's actually a joke. Everybody around me wish, look at them go, y'all, they wish they were built like me and had my lats and traps and chest. Oh my God. I'm so feeling myself. I'm so human and cool. You're a gross, disgusting, low-level, pathetic piece of shit. Fucking useless, meat monkey, gross, unattractive, unappealing, boring, miserable, just I'm sorry. The human thing that perpetuates the human system also makes me sick to my stomach. The things that drive people. They want to walk with this type of gown or purse or feel important. The human. Fuck you all and your fucking pathetic goddamn mind parasite. You're all a bunch of fucking mental cases with your goddamn degenerate behavior. It's just been a normalized fucking mental issue. You feel better than someone because you afforded something they couldn't, like, but that's the human thing. That's the human little retarded fucking material. Just that's who's driving this machine. Oh, I would be a great politician, but then when he gets in there, he's tempted by that billionaire over there offering him $5 million in his bank account to pass this little law. Oh, that's so tempting. What can I do? Oh, I'd be sad. I'd never have to work. And then the little meat monkey gets tempted and just gives in because it's so pathetic, driven by its materialism, has no morals, no soul left inside of it, just another puppet in the Matrix fucking system. Disgusting. I hope you parasites fucking burn in hell. They won't. We're in hell. Hell's a fucking cartoon story created by good-hearted souls subjected to a hellish realm, hoping that the bad guys really get it in the end because they're too cowardice to do something in the present. All right, guys, so we're subjected to a hellish simulation. What's step 2? Well, what does that mean? Well, then what's going on here? Well, the only two possible scenarios that I've come across are either we're being fed off of, we are a sort of battery or type of energy to some other entity, maybe even just experience, like we're a video game to it and it just enjoys fucking torturing us. Either that, or we're prisoners of wars. What I he's like, why else would souls be subjected to a obvious simulation in many different ways? Many different ways. This is a simulation. Why would souls, or what think they're souls, be subjected to a fucking simulation that's this way? Either they're being fed off of it, this farm is important to something else. It's not about us. It's about our suffering, loosh, whatever. Or we're prisoners of war. We're trapped. Something trapped us in this simulation somehow. I just can't imagine I agreed to this place. I can't imagine any human agreed to this fucking place. I mean, it's a stupid reality where we struggle all the time. But I guess you could cross your fingers in hopes that you're born into a privileged family where you don't have to struggle. Maybe you could do that. But then again, what does that create? It creates a spoiled little fucking ungrateful piece of shit. Oh, what's the common denominator in all these scenarios? The human thing. Humanity's stuck in a low-level state because humans are low-level meat monkeys. They're stupid. They're dumb. They're idiots. Or it's simulated and scripted to be this way. It doesn't matter. Then what I'm saying is still true, whether it's a simulation or not. It's still true. Then they were simulated to be dumb. It doesn't matter. That's what's observable. They're dumb overall. They're dumb. They don't even question things. They don't think. A lot of them. Again, sometimes I feel like I'm talking about an old reality. I don't know. I hope. But what is hope? What's hope? What is it? Is it tangible? Is it practical? Where is it? Where is its location? Hope. It's in my mind somewhere. What are you doing in there? Why are you in there? What is that? Who are you? What are you? You're sort of this unseen entity that gets me by. Thank you, Hope. No, don't thank you. You're a delusion demon. You're part of the Matrix program. Hope, get out of my mind. Get out of my mind! Fuck Hope. Fuck Hope. Hope's a coping mechanism built into the fucking drug addict dopamine little meat monkey dumb thing. Hope's Hope's a fucking tool used to keep you stagnant. I hope Jesus is coming. I hope there's a savior. I hope this president's going to be good. I hope man, fuck hope. We should go make them be good. We should go fucking make them be good. They got handlers? Yeah, they should be us. We should be out there handling these motherfuckers. And live streaming it from all of our perspectives. We should be surrounding the president. The average common man should be surrounding the president. Not some douchebag with an earpiece and sunglasses. Fuck them. They should be pushed out of the way. Fuck you. He works for us. We should be their fucking handlers. Take fucking back our power instead of always talking about we got power. Keep talking about it, boy. What do you want to do, Chris? I don't see you doing anything. I don't fucking know what to do. We're trapped in a simulated fucking matrix. We should band together and go and do something. That's what I think we should do. Now, well, tell me the next step, though. I don't know how to make that happen. We should be our politicians. We should actually be at every politician. All the truthers should be, I don't know. We need one fucking truther that's got hella money or something. Just one. But he doesn't exist. I'm talking like a multi-billionaire, someone that can literally afford to bring us all together, bring us all to where we would go to and we would surround these fucking people. Yo, we are the people you work for. Did you peasants forget that? So what law are you passing? No, you're not passing that law. No, you're not. Actually, this is the exact moment where you stop passing laws, you fucking pathetic parasites. You run them by us first. And if we say no, no. Fuck you. As a matter of fact, all politicians should be chipped with a fucking brain chip that all humans have access to 24 hours. You don't like that? Then don't take the job. They should all be brain chipped to where all humans can see what they're doing constantly, hear what they're hearing, see what deals they're, yeah. And all humans should have access to a yes and no button. Everybody's got a goddamn cell phone listening and watching all the time. You make a thumbprint. There you go. Vote yes or no? No. Do you think any dumb? No. It's done in the deceptive matrix way to keep it away from you having the power to affect them. But nobody could see the system. Are you people delusional then? Where are you? Where's your conscious daily fucking brain at? They don't have one. They don't have one. They are NPCs. And we are stuck in the matrix. I can say that with confidence because it's observable. That's what's happening. This shit show that I don't like will continue in the way, shape, or form that it decides to continue in. I have no say-so. I'm not selling powerlessness. If you leave the body, you are a god. But in the body, we're in this little stupid fucking hell realm that I don't like. We don't do anything to fix it. We always just sit around and talk about it. I'm sort of sick of talking about it. We've run on this hamster wheel enough. My ankles are getting worn out. I'm tired. I'm tired now. I don't want to do this anymore. This place is what it is. It's a matrix I don't like. Simulation. It's a harsh truth to sit with. Oh, that sucks. But that is the truth. I have come to terms with it. It doesn't make me feel better. It makes me feel worse. It doesn't make reality more exciting or enjoyable. It makes it abominable, to be honest with you. I would be surprised if this video actually worked out. They usually don't. I already lost 2 videos earlier this week because this program doesn't like what I say, I think. Hopefully this one goes through. If it does, I'll catch you guys on the next one.